His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh, he wants to see the rematch between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, and he's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million.
Mike Tyson has reportedly been offered a staggering $700 million by Saudi Arabia for a rematch with Jake Paul. This jaw-dropping sum is a massive leap from the $20 million the first fight reportedly earned, a fight that many fans dismissed as a scripted spectacle. Now Tyson, once the most feared and revered boxer in the world, is being drawn back to the ring at 58. The narrative of Tyson's return being for the love of the game feels more like a marketing ploy. Nostalgia meets controversy as the legendary fighter faces one of boxing's most divisive figures. Jake Paul, known for stirring up drama, is the perfect foil for Tyson, creating a spectacle that's more about entertainment than genuine competition. While Tyson's legacy...
When he was the champ, it was like, people don't understand what a champ he was. Like, he wasn't just the heavyweight champion of the world, he was an executioner.
As the baddest man on the planet is secure, his recent matches seem driven by financial gain rather than glory. For fans, the allure of seeing Tyson deliver a knockout punch to Paul is undeniable, especially after the controversy surrounding their first bout. But let's be honest, this rematch is more flashy cash grab than meaningful sports moment. While Tyson can still throw a punch,
the Tyson-Jake fight, wasn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's amazing they got paid so much money for that.
25 million and 40 million?
I think 20 and...
This isn't about reviving his Iron Mike legacy. Instead, it's a collision of hype, nostalgia, and controversy, designed to generate headlines and, more importantly, dollars. Mike Tyson is making a return to the ring, and it's not just for nostalgia. There's a fortune to be made. The boxing legend has reportedly been offered a staggering $700 million for a rematch with Jake Paul. That's right, $700 million. If you thought boxing was about pride or skill, think again. This fight isn't about sport, it's about spectacle. And behind the scenes, Saudi Arabia is turning the global boxing stage into its latest flex in the world of sports. Why Jake Paul?
Is he a legitimate boxer?
A legitimate boxer, yes. People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around.
Paul. The YouTube star turned boxer has built a career on controversy, transforming it into a highly profitable brand. Love him or hate him, Paul knows how to put on a show. His fights are less about technical mastery and more about drama, pay-per-view sales, and making headlines. Fans don't tune in expecting a classic. They want to see this polarizing figure will finally get knocked out. So far, Paul has faced mixed-level opponents like Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, but a matchup with Tyson promises a whole new level of spectacle. Now, with $700 million on the table, this rematch is bigger than just a grudge match. It's a power play by Saudi Arabia, which is rapidly staking its claim in the sports world. Forget traditional promotions. This isn't just another boxing event.
A lot of things about this.
You're just a big fight fan.
Yeah.
You love boxing.
Yeah.
Yes. Why? Where did that come from?
From the youngest generation.
It's a high-stakes entertainment extravaganza designed to capture global attention. Whether you see it as a circus or a masterclass in marketing, one thing's certain, this isn't about boxing history. It's about making history in dollars. Turkey Al Sheikh, head of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, is the mastermind behind a staggering $700 million offer for a Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul rematch. Al Sheikh, known for bringing WWE to Saudi Arabia and luring Cristiano Ronaldo to the Saudi Pro League, now has his sights set on
such an incredible fight and bring it to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
It is not something a surprise or not. We have a lot to fight before, and in the Kingdom we are focusing in a lot of
shaking up the boxing world. But why would Saudi Arabia invest such an astronomical amount in a rematch between a legendary boxer and a controversial YouTuber turned fighter? Because this fight isn't just about Tyson and Paul. It's about a much larger vision. Saudi Arabia is positioning itself as the global hub of sports entertainment, aiming to host the biggest events across every sport. Tyson versus Paul is merely the cherry on top of a strategy to cement the kingdom as the future epicenter of international sports. With drama, hype, controversy, and an eye-watering price tag, this fight checks all the boxes for a global spectacle. But there's a catch. Tyson's loyal fans, the ones who remember his lightning-fast knockouts and undisputed
chance against anybody. Mike's 58 years
dominance in the ring, know the truth. They understand that Tyson's return isn't about reclaiming glory. It's about entertainment and economics. This fight isn't just sport. It's a carefully orchestrated power play on the world stage. Mike Tyson's latest return to the ring isn't about rediscovering his love for boxing or making a triumphant comeback. This is a calculated move, a chance to cash in on nostalgia and secure one last massive payday. While Tyson still has the charisma that made him a legend, he's no longer the ferocious fighter who dominated the sport. The punches he throws today are more about
fight and bring it to the kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
It is not something surprise or not. We have a lot to fight before, and in the kingdom we are focusing in a lot of
generating buzz than instilling fear in his opponents. If you think this comeback offers a glimpse of the old Tyson, think again. This is a spectacle wrapped in glitz and glamour, designed to lure in fans. But the real ones aren't fooled. Then there's Jake Paul, a man whose entire career thrives on spectacle and controversy. From mocking opponents to calling out legends, Paul has turned boxing into his personal soap opera. He knows how to grab headlines and keep people talking, and now he's being handed the opportunity of a lifetime, a fight with one of the greatest boxers ever.
He's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million to knock out Jake Paul. And it's all coming from...
If Paul wins, it could legitimize his career, cementing him as more than a social media personality. But if he loses, it's still a win for the showman. Either way, this fight isn't about skill or legacy. It's about creating an event the world can't stop watching. It's hard to see how Jake Paul walks away from this fight without losing some credibility. But Paul isn't stupid. He knows that, win or lose, the payday and the attention are worth it. This fight isn't about boxing skill. It's about spectacle, money, hype, and the media circus surrounding it. Forget the punches.
Maintain that in the time where he was champion, like the 2 or 3 years where he was at his best, he's the greatest fighter of all time.
Of all time.
Of the knockout, the true showstopper will be the event itself, which is poised to break records on a global scale. Let's break this down. The $700 million offer isn't just about paying Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. This is an investment in what may become one of the largest marketing campaigns the world has ever seen. Saudi Arabia isn't merely funding a rematch, they're backing the entire event: promotion, marketing, global broadcasting, sponsorships, and a full-scale media blitz. It's part of a grander vision to cement the...
Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be better.
Kingdom as a powerhouse in global sports entertainment. Looking at Tyson, his legacy as one of boxing's greatest remains untouchable. At 58, however, he's no longer the dominant force who terrorized the heavyweight division in the late 80s and early 90s. While Tyson may still have a punch or two left, his days of being the baddest man on the planet are behind him. Then there's Jake Paul, the social media provocateur who's turned controversy into currency. From YouTube pranks to polarizing...
these guys. Jake needs Tyson and needs all these other people because everybody's going to tune in to hope that Mike Tyson knocks...
boxing matches, Paul thrives on attention. Facing Tyson in a rematch could define his career. If he manages to beat a 58-year-old Tyson, it'll be seen as a headline-grabbing moment rather than a legitimate boxing triumph. Ultimately, this fight is about spectacle over substance, a carefully orchestrated event designed to make waves, not history. A fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul may sell tickets, but for boxing purists, it's a spectacle that cheapens the sport. Fans who value the art of boxing, the skill, discipline, and true legacy of fighters, see this for what it is, a glorified sideshow, not a legitimate bout. A win for Jake Paul wouldn't silence his critics or legitimize him as a boxer. Instead, it would deepen the divide between genuine boxing talent and the spectacle-driven circus dominating mainstream sports coverage. Boxing deserves better, fans deserve better. If Tyson is serious about preserving his legacy, he should stay retired rather than chasing a payday that does nothing but tarnish the sport. So what's next? While an official announcement hasn't been made, negotiations are heating up. Tyson, now 58, has a lot to consider. Can he physically handle another fight? Does he even want to step back into the ring with someone like Jake Paul? Add to that Paul's busy schedule and the massive logistics of organizing an event of this magnitude. Make no mistake, this is a colossal operation. Social media will play a pivotal role in building hype. Both Tyson and Paul are masters at using platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to get people talking. Expect viral Twitter wars, flashy Instagram posts, and creative TikToks to dominate the digital space. This has all the makings of the digital event of the century. So, is this fight inevitable, or just another pipe dream in the world of spectacle-driven boxing? It's too early to tell, but one thing is certain: if it happens, the world will be watching. The echoes of this event will be felt for years, whether for better or worse.